Charles de Gaulle, who was the leader of French resistance and a general in the French army and ultimately the president of the Fifth Republic, once said that politics is too important to leave to the politicians. And when you think about that, especially in our circumstances we find ourselves today, maybe he was right. We face severe challenges in this country today, yet Congress seems unable to act. Partisan politics, not only on the Democratic side, but on the Republican side as well, are paralyzing this country. Representative Tsongas works 95% of the time with the leadership. She can claim about reaching across the aisle, but the facts are the facts. 95% of the time with the leadership of her party. That's not bipartisan, that's partisan. That's part of the problem. Now, I guess I'm a politician too, by virtue of running for office on 2 occasions. But I'm a husband, and I'm a father first. And my worries are not unique. My worries are your worries. I worry about paying for my kids' school. I worry about if there's going to be anything left over for retirement for my wife, Phyllis. I worry about Medicare and Social Security. Representative Tsongas is quick to vilify anyone with a plan, but yet she's been in office for 5 years, and this plan and these programs have only gotten worse, and she doesn't have any solutions, none whatsoever. And she says she's worried about the seniors, but without a solution, the seniors are more at risk than ever. Kicking the can down the road isn't going to work. Now, Representative Tsongas said at our last debate that we're absolutely better off than we were 2 years ago. Now, maybe she is, and I'm not. And I don't know anyone who I've spoken to who is. And these illustrations of it are all around us. High gas prices, high fuel prices. Our home values are falling before our eyes. Now, let me just tell you one more stat I'm going to give you, and I promise I won't give you any more, but I find it more troubling than any other. Recent poll asked Americans if they thought that their children were going to be better off than they were. And only 14% answered that they wouldn't. Just 14% of the people think their kids are going to be better off than they were. Now, I have 2 kids. My son Zeke is 13, my daughter Tilly is 10. And I simply refuse to believe that they're not going to have every bit of opportunity and more than my wife Phyllis and I have. And that's what makes this country exceptional. And that's what's at risk in this election. And as I think about it, why do people always come to this country? They came here because they had an opportunity for a better life for their kids and their grandkids. And how do we convey this exceptionalism from one generation to the next? By leaving this country a better place for our kids and our grandkids. Now, I made a promise to my kids, and I make a promise to everyone I see, and I promise everyone here tonight that I'm not going to be the first generation that leaves this country worse. I promise that I'm not going to do that, not on my watch. So we need a different path. The current one isn't working. So on November 6th, I think I can be that path, and we can get on the path of getting things done and getting back to work. I ask for your vote, and I ask for your support. Thank you very much.